So, title slide. Hello and welcome to our presentation. Our topic today is breaking barriers, empowering SMEs by bridging knowledge, finance, and cultural gaps. We are group 156, and this presentation has been prepared by Simarjit Kaur, Arbaz Sabir, Chandra Singh. Moving to next slide, introduction and background. So, small and medium enterprises, also called SMEs, are extremely important. According to the World Bank, they make up over 90% of all businesses around the world and provide more than 50% of global employment. But there's the problem in many developing countries, women are still left out when it comes to owning or leading these businesses. Why is that? Let's look at a few key reasons. Illiteracy. Over 494 million adult women still cannot read or write. Lack of access to credit. In sub Saharan Africa, only 10% of women entrepreneurs have formal bank loans. Less training. Women lead businesses are 20 to 30% less likely to likely to receive vocational training than men. Cultural restrictions. In many places, women face strict gender roles that prevent them from owning property, moving freely, or engaging in public businesses life. Moving to next slide. Where is the problem most serious? This issue is worse in some regions compared to others. For example, in Bangladesh, only 38% of women are part of the labor force. In Kenya, women own almost half of the micro and small businesses, but they receive just 7% of the venture capital investment. In Indonesia, women entrepreneurs struggle with financial access, training gaps, and legal challenges like being unable to own land due to cultural traditions. Next slide. Key metrics that define the problem. We looked at some important statistics to understand the issue better. Globally, only 83% of adult women are literate, while 90% of men can read and write. Women's labor force participation is 47% globally, but in countries like Bangladesh it's only 38%. In sub-Saharan Africa, fewer than 1 in 10 women have access to formal credit. In Indonesia, 41% of SMEs are owned by women, but 60% of those women haven't received any businesses training. So moving to next slide. What research already tells us? So, what do we already know from existing research? Microfinance works better when combined with literacy and entrepreneurship training. This improves repayment rates and even helps families to do better overall. Mobile banking tool help women gain more financial freedom, especially in countries like Kenya and India. But challenges still remain like digital literacy, lack of access to smartphones, and limited training programs. Moving to slide number 6 next. What's still missing in research? Despite all this knowledge, there are still major gaps in research. We don't have enough low cost, scalable programs for educating women in local communities. There's little evidence on programs that combine finance, training, and cultural change in our plan. Also, we need more inclusive models, ones that involve men and help shift cultural attitudes at the community level. So, moving further, my fellow Simarjit Kaur will tell you about why is this a big deal to handle.
Hi, I am a simarjit kaur and tutorial number 17, group number 156. I discuss about why is this a big deal. Solving this problem is not just a good for women, it is good for everyone. Just a 1% increase in female literacy can raise a country GDP by up to 0.5%. The global economy is losing 330 billions every years because the women do not have equal access to credits. Empowering women in SMEs can reduce poverty, improve for, families' futures, and grow national economics. Now moving the further slide number 8. Why we choose this case study? We choose this topic because it is connected directly with important global goals and especially goal number 1, end poverty, goal number 5, achieving gender equality, goal number 8, promoted decent work and economic growth. In short, helping women enter the business world can change lives and communities. Now, furthermore, slide number 9, our research approach. We used a qualitative research methods, meaning we study documents, reports, and data from reliable sources. We analyzed this data using methods and called thematic analysis, which help us find partners or themes in the text-based data. We focused on the three main areas: literacy and knowledge, access to finance, culture, and gender related challenges. Now, slide number 10, historical, social, and political backgrounds. The roots of this problem go back and long times. In the clinical times, women are not allowed to own land or attend schools. Boys received a better education, and women were excluded from business spaces. Today, social norms still expect women to stay at home and do care works and avoid public roles. Early marriages, often a girl education early. Politically, many genders laws exist, but they are not well enforced. Women, especially in rural areas, do not have access to legal help or business trainings. Slide number 9, our vision for the future. We are amazing a future where every woman has access to literacy and business trainings. Women can especially get loans and use mobile bankings. Government policies are gender sensitive and connected educations, finance and business portraits. And most importantly, women's are contribution to the economy are seen, supported, and celebrated. Slide number 12, where we got our data. We collected data from academic journals like those by Aldani Coppers and Stazarium. International organizations like the World Bank, UNESCO, and OECD. NGOs and finance bodies like International Finance Corporation and Germany banks. All sources are between 2021 and 2025 are verified peer-reviewed. Slide number 13. Strategy: red ocean versus blue oceans. We are used red ocean versus blue ocean strategy to guide our thinking. Red oceans means crowded competitive market like males demonstrated finance and systems. Blue oceans means new opportunities like mobile finance, local training hubs, and community based programs. Now my next colleague Chandra Vinay Singh talk about proven solutions for research.
Thank you, Simarjit. Myself, Chandra Vinay. Now, I am going to give some proven solution from research. Here are the some solutions that research says really work. Use mobile banking and micro loans for women's. Uh, Create local learning centers that teach literacy, digital skills. Third, build community programs that involve men and challenges outdated gender roles. Next one is offer flexible vocational training for industries where women can thrive. Moving further, next slide. Quality and use of data. The data we used is recent and reliable from multiple sources of better accuracy, focused on countries like Bangladesh, Kenya, and Indonesia. We use this data to understand the problem, apply the Blue Ocean framework, and suggest real world solutions. Now, moving further, uh, next slide. Why there is no one size fits all solution? Like every region is different. Some areas may need better laws, other needs more schools, and some needs better internet quality. And the next solution I must give, solution must be custom made for each community based on local needs, tradition, and readiness for changes. Next slide is our future pathways. What can be done? So I would like to suggest some four practical options. Like first option is mobile literacy and finance hubs, in which these are cost effective and easy to set up. Next option is gender policy reform. It's harder but necessary for long terms. And third one is male inclusive awareness program. Uh, it helps in change minds in the communities. And fourth, but not the least, is digital training programs. It uses technology to train women anytime, anywhere. Coming on the next slide, which is our plan short term and long term. Like uh, we have short term actions, like which is from 1 to 2 years. It starts community run training center and partner with NGOs for micro loans, and it runs workshop for men to support women's work. And long-term actions are from 3 to 10 years, which creates and enforce gender inclusive business laws, like add gender equality to school subject, improve internet and phone access for women in rural areas. To sum up, the final conclusion would be women face many barriers in the starting and growing business, from not being able to read to not getting loans to facing cultural limits. These problems are all connected. There is no single solution, but the right mix of education, finance, culture, and policy, we can create real lasting changes. So next slide is our for references. There are some references I would like to tell. All our information comes from trusted sources such as the World Bank, OECD, UNESCO, peer-reviewed journal, and official NGO publication. So I would like to thank you for listening our presentation. We hope it helped you to understand the problems, the gaps, the possible solution for empowering women in SMEs. We now welcome your questions and feedback. Thank you so much.